Tacos versus quesadillas. Will the versatile and beloved taco, with its endless possibilities of fillings, reign supreme? Or will the cheesy, comforting embrace of a quesadilla steal the crown? Join me in Hellman's Kitchen as we dive into this mouth-watering battle to end all battles, picking up some new tricks and tips in the kitchen, and learning how to make these incredible tacos and quesadillas, bringing these contenders to your own table. In addition to tacos and quesadillas, I'll teach you how to make some quick homemade salsa and guacamole. Are you team taco or are you team quesadilla? Let me know what you think in the comments below. Boneless chicken thighs are nice fatty cuts that will absorb this marinade the best. It's important to mix the liquids together first, followed by everything else, prior to adding the chicken. This allows all the ingredients to marry flavors without the meat being in the way just yet. You can easily change this up too by adding in sliced oranges, red pepper flakes, or jalapenos. This marinade recipe honestly constantly changes when I cooked in the Coast Guard, depending on, what we had on hand or if we wanted to make something similar to Mexican food we just ate at a port call. I'll write out this particular recipe on my website, hellmanskitchen.com, along with everything else I'm teaching. But I'd love to hear your take on it and how you change it up at home. Throw it down in the comments. Homemade salsa is a quick recipe that adds a depth of flavor and fun to your Taco Tuesday with the family. If you don't have a blender, just chop up all the ingredients and mix them together in a bowl. Remember, fresh ingredients are going to make or break your salsa. If using a blender, only pulse the mixture a very small amount and save half the tomatoes towards the end for a little better of a consistency. Same goes for the salsa as with the marinade. You can change this recipe up a ton. Some people even put mangoes in their salsa. Get wild with it at home, see what your family enjoys. It can be a fun little activity with the kids or something, Homemade guacamole is even quicker than salsa since it's fewer base ingredients. Finding a ripe avocado now might be a little bit of a challenge depending where you live. If the little stem on top wiggles, that's a clear sign of a ripe avocado. And if it's deflated, then don't waste your money on it. Use a fork to mash it up if you don't own one of these masher tools. Sometimes I'll also add black beans and corn to my guacamole, which bulks it up nicely. Now that our chicken has been marinating for about an hour or so, we'll get a hot skillet with oil ready to sear them on both sides, about 5 minutes or so on each. This method doesn't dry them out since the marinade seeps in so well and makes it nice and juicy. Make sure to temp your chicken to 165 before taking out. After the chicken sits out for about 10 to 15 minutes, enabling the juices to keep our meat super tender, slice them up into chunks for our tacos and quesadillas. Make sure to cook up your corn tortillas, making them more malleable and tasty for our tacos. Load them up with a generous amount of chicken, top them with some diced white onion for that crunch, and your homemade salsa, followed by your favorite hot sauce, mine being Tapatio. Same concept for your flour tortillas. Heating them up will make them much easier to handle and taste better. Load up your quesadilla with some cheese first and double the amount of chicken as your taco, as well as your favorite cheese. If you want to go more authentic Mexican, then use queso fresco or something like that. Throw it onto a nice hot pan and keep an eye on it. You don't want it to burn. Flip it over when it gets nice and crisp like I'm showing you right here. Make sure to press it down a bit too. Take it off the pan once it's crispy on both sides. You can slice it into as many portions as your little heart desires, or just slide it down your gullet whole if you feel like it. Before I dive in and take a bite out of the taco and the quesadilla and give you the ultimate winner, do me a favor. If you enjoyed this video, if you gained some value, if you learned something, give this video a like and subscribe to my Hellman's Kitchen YouTube channel. Really helps me a ton if you do that, and I love creating food content for you, so help me out by doing that if you enjoyed it. So digging in now, everything looks incredible here. I'm usually torn in between these two, so it's gonna be a toss-up, to be honest. Take a bite out of the taco first. That's incredible. It's really tasty. It's got a nice little kick to it too. Now for the quesadilla, I'm gonna try it without the sour cream, the salsa, or the guacamole. That's pretty damn good too. I'm gonna have to be honest. I'm gonna have to go with my gut, and my gut is never wrong. I'm gonna have to choose the taco. I'm a taco guy, what can I say? I could probably eat taco and pizzas every single day of my life. So the quesadilla, that was an uphill battle, I'm not gonna lie. Let me know below if you agree or if you disagree. Are you team taco or are you team quesadilla? If you enjoyed this video, I guarantee you're gonna love how to make homemade corn tortillas taught by yours truly. I'll link the video above here or there. Wherever it shows up here, I'll also link it below in the YouTube description. Check it out.